S-Rank Hera is probably the most recommended to save for character if you're asking players around Discord, Reddit, or even general chat. Compare her and Hades, you can't miss out on S-Rank Hera. She's a support, a buffer technically, but what I can summarize to you is that it's better to have Hera and 2 DPS, S-Rank Hera with 2 DPS, in your team rather than to have 3 DPS. I experienced this myself in one of my previous stream of Aether Gazer. I was unable to clear past Grudge. I don't know if it's called past Grudge in CN, Global. I haven't played Global for a while. 16 being very far behind, but with S-Rank Hera, I was able to clear it 11 seconds before the timer runs up. I know what she is capable of, but I did not know how strong she is. After understanding her kit, I think I can do better than what I said about 11 seconds ago. I managed to clear past Grudge 17 easily, like no sweat, so easy, right? So with Skadi and Leviathan being in the next round, a lot of players are actually kind of relieved because they get more time to save for S-Rank Hera, as well as a Functor. Even in CN, she remains on top tier T0 even among the latest supports Lingguang, but apparently Lingguang seems to like surpass her a little bit. I am trying to understand Lingguang too, so I won't talk about Lingguang in this video or whether she's better than her, but I will talk about why everyone's saving for her. So let's break down her kit and see what she provides. So S-Rank Modifier Hera is a Olympus faction, like element, range unit, and energy mechanism, meaning they recover over time. She is voiced by Kana Ueda, who voices Rin Tosaka, Ishtar, Erishkigo, Space Ishtar. Wait, what do you mean they're the same person? You clearly don't know anything about the Holy Grail system. And she also voiced a bunch of these characters. And we're gonna talk about her skill, and we're gonna talk about it at level 35, meaning that it's very F2P friendly and without the skill modifying in CN. Her normal attack deals a total of 610% light damage, higher than Tsukuyomi, but not as high as every other future S-Rank modifier. This is just normal attack, that doesn't mean I'm asking you to ditch Tsukuyomi, okay? Skill 1, she does a meteor shower, deals a total of 1870% light attack, but god, the casting time is just a little bit long, but you can do a cancel animation after it was summoned, and also the fact that it's okay because she's a ranged character. Skill 2, she does a 898% light attack around enemy, and skill 2 is what we're going to talk about, right? She also buffed the character, the party member with the highest attack power on the field by 37.5% for 15 seconds. That is level 35. If combined with her ultimate and her Functor, this is going to be crazy, but we'll talk about that later. Let's jump back down to skill 3. She summons an AoE damage over time field, causing a total of 2800% light damage. Her DOS skill, this allows her to trigger 0 time. She does have 0 time and deal some lance damage of 127%. Now let's talk about her ultimates. Her ultimate, she increased all party member damage by 28%. For 12 seconds, and for 10 seconds, every mechanism bar, meaning energy or divine or even like rage, like Tsukuyomi. So what I'm basically trying to say is that after activating Hera's ultimate, the next skill, for 10 seconds only, but after activating it, the next skill, right? Basically, if I activate, it's better if I show you. I activate Hera, and then for 10 seconds, I have to activate the next skill, and it will not consume any mana, right? But the next skill will. So it should be pretty similar with the trace, the orb base. So we're gonna activate Hera and then activate Oceana skill 3, right? So Hera first and skill 3. Boom, it didn't consume. Oh wow. And you don't even need to build up, but there is a cooldown problem. But characters like Tsukuyomi with the Functor will benefit from this a lot. So character like Verdante, right? She does her third skill when it's max like divine energy. I don't know what it's called, but what mechanism we call whatever. But when you activate her third skill when it's max, it will consume all of it, right? So you have to kind of time it with some characters. So basically, you want to use Hera on every character. You have to understand the character mechanic, right? All right, we charge it max. Now we gotta activate Hera, right? Followed by Whir. So you can activate it twice. Look at that. Okay, so understand your character very well. So her recommended Aether code was blue code. I will just talk about the blue code and leave the others for you to read on the screen later. So blue 1 reduced her cooldown for skill 2. Blue 2, skill 2 now buff herself as well. So it's making her a decent DPS, 25% attack power for like 15 seconds. So skill blue 3, skill 2 increases party member attack further by 25% for 15 seconds. default give 37.5% at level 35. Adding together will be 62.5%. That is actually quite insane. So her other Aether goals are basically for her to solo or just to do a little bit more DPS, but that's not her role. You can actually use someone else. So adding together with ultimate, you have 62.5% attack power from blue 2. Wait, is it blue 2? Blue 3 and skill 2, and also a total increased damage of 28% by the ultimates. That is crazy. That is really crazy. For how many seconds? I'm not gonna go back to that. Alright, let's talk about Functor now. Her Functor changes her dash to a 0 time in favor, right? Basically, you can trigger 0 time anytime you want, so long as you long press the button, and it will trigger a 0 time for 2 seconds, but it does require 30 energy bar. It has a cooldown of 24 seconds, but by that time, because the 0 time is shared with the normal 0 time, so by that time, you probably will be able to trigger again, so it's fine. It's 0 time on demand, okay? So the good thing about her Functor is that the party member who receives skill 2, which is the highest DPS one, while in the 0 time, has another additional increase of 32% damage increase or 80% if you max the Functor. God. So yeah, probably the best time to use your ultimate or build up everything, just throw it in within that 0 time 2 seconds. You got 2 seconds to release everything. I just learned about this as I'm making these videos. This is actually quite insane. So if you're thinking about pulling for her and what juice you actually need, she actually needs Nibelungen fuck. Because you want to trigger her ultimate as much as possible, and her ultimate duels are... You're gonna bring your main DPS ultimate duel to build up faster. And Valkyrie is her only ultimate duel, so it's really not recommended. Valkyrie is not really that great. Another one would be Virgo Meteor, which you can farm in the future. I'm pretty sure during her patch, I'm not really sure, but this will help with her skill cooldown. It's very nice. It's really, really nice. And there's also some others, but these are really the one that you really want to go for because you want to trigger her ultimates as much as possible to deal more damage. So yeah, this video is actually really short. She is actually a must pull unit for every player, even if you don't like her. I haven't read about Ling Guang yet. Once I do, we'll compare her. I'll do it after with my Skadi and Kali and Leviathan video. So it's okay for you to play any DPS you want. Like for example, Tsugimi is definitely better than Kuni, but so long as you have Astral Rank Modifier Hera, then I think you're gonna like still do fine with most of the contents, but try not to skip like one top tier DPS, right? It's important to play with who you love and who you find fun, but you're gonna hit a wall and you definitely need this girl in your team, right? You don't need to Omega her in my opinion, but it will increase the skill 2 level, which will provide more like attack power. But honestly, in the future, you can just max her Functor instead and use that 2 second windows 0 time to deal more damage. Because in the future, you can actually farm for Transcendence Core weekly, but not for now. So yeah, Active Feed definitely a must pull for your main DPS. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Zackie, and subscribe for more of me. I am a little bit busy, but I'm actually still playing the game. I'm actually still playing the game on CM. I don't play the game on global except for stories. I'm not even doing the events. I don't want to stress myself like burnout, okay? So hopefully this helps you make a decision why you should save for Hera, why everyone's saying save for Hera. Okay, if you have another question, Hera or Hades? Hera. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Zackie, and A is just a gaming channel.